All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to Apostle Elders in New York, GMS. And salutation to y'all around the world that's teaching the truth. My name is Maya Ka'ala Bangad. I want Chicago branch of Great Millstone. I'd like to make a disclaimer that we're not black Hebrew Israelites. We are Israelites. The Israelites are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and speckled birds that scatter abroad. Speckled birds are Israelites who look like other nations, but their fathers' paternal bloodline go back to the 12 tribes of Israel. All right, so you see right here, you have a Issachar brother, so-called Mexican brother, and he's telling a basically Edomite tear that he's not the original Jews. All right, now the one on the left, he looks like a so-called Mexican. All right, he looks like an Issachar, but guess what? His father bloodline go back to his father's bloodline go back to the Russian Jews. All right, those Khazars. All right, now you gonna see how uneasy he gonna get the Edomite tell when the Issachar brother gonna tell him like, "Hey man, you not the original people, man." Watch he drop all this knowledge. Watch this. All right, hold on.
How do you go about that, bro? Do you fucking do the fucking ancestry.com or something?
Because that's a manipulation in itself. See, they bred us to say, or for instance.
Now he's correct because you can't tell it's somebody that is like do no DNA testing, man. All right. Anyway, the test is not 100% accurate. Anyway, man, it's faulty right now, man. All right. The way you tell somebody who is an Israelite, all right, you go to Deuteronomy. Let's see, Deuteronomy 28, 40, all right, Deuteronomy 28, 45 and 46, all right. It says, moreover, all these curses come upon thee and shall pursue thee, overtake thee till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of Yahweh thy power to keep his commandments and statutes which he command thee. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a one upon thy seed forever. For a sign of one, sign of who are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of, man. All right. What curse? What people that fit these curses in there in Deuteronomy 28? It said for the one, because people like wonder why the outsiders, they like the heathen, they're like, why these people can't never get their shit together? Or, well, among our people, man, so-called Negroes, Latino, Native Americans, and speckled birds, be like, why we can't ever be successful? Why my lawn not green? Why I can't have enough money? Why I have enough food in my refrigerator? Why I'm having problems with women? Why somebody shooting at me all the time? Or all this chaos? Why everything just go ape shit for us, man? Right? Because you under the curses, man. All right. But guess what? Good news is that we come out of these curses. All right. According to Deuteronomy 30 verse 7, man. All right. And that's why Esau is falling down the rest of the heathen nations that are not part of Israel. All right. You can't judge by color too, man. That guy on his left, man, he's an Edomite, man. All right.
If they tell you, or if I were to ask you, what's your nationality? You're gonna tell me, oh, well, I'm mixed. My mom is this and my dad is this, right? So, what would you consider yourself?
Ain't no such thing as no mix, man. All right. You are the seed of your father. All right, you are the seed of your father. Period. That mixed thing, that's something Esau done came up. And during these times, man, in ancient times, you went by your father. All right, what you thinking? I forgot what chapter it was, and when David asked, he asked the Edomite, "Who is your father?" All right. Cause see, they didn't go by color, man. It went by who is your father. All right. And so right here it says, Numbers chapter 1, verse 2, it said, take the sum of all the congregation of the children of Israel after their families and by the house of their fathers with the number of their names, every male by their poles. All right. All right. So it goes by, your father goes 18, it said, and they assemble all the congregation together on the first day of the second month. They declared their pedigrees at their families by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names from 20 years old and upward, and by their polls. All right. So, because you have to remember Jacob, he renamed Israel. All right. So that's why nation paternal or patriarchal. All right. Because it started with Israel, Jacob. All right.
I'm gonna ask you right now, what's your nationality?
Well, so my nationality is my pops is Russian Jew and my mom's Mexican.
Russian Jew? So he's white.
Yeah.
Caucasian.
Yeah.
Okay. So you would be a non-Israel. What about
So-called white. All right. Esau is Issachar means so say Esau in Hebrew means wasted is he. All right. And the way say Edom means red. You say in Hebrew Adon, all right. Because nobody's no what people say Caucasian days not white like that shirt. All right, nobody black like that shirt. All right, all right. So you got two groups of people with translucent skin that show this that blood and flesh show through. Was just red. All right, out of one. Then you got the other dark skinned people. All right, you got the 12 tribes of Israel. All right, brown skinned people, various shades of brown. And then you got the rest of the heathen nations.
his dad?
It's all Jews, bro.
Okay, so
It doesn't even say Russian Jew. It just says Jew, bro. On
Okay.
my pops' side, dog. Like they're like pure as you can think of.
So what land do they come? They look real white.
I mean,
What
yes
so
and
they
no,
come
bro.
do they come from Russia or where? So it would be.
They migrated from Russia, bro. They migrated from Russia, dog, and my last name used to be longer, but when they came into the fucking U.S. and shit,
Right.
when they migrated over here,
Right.
They chopped the last name down, which gave me Kolos now, you know what I mean?
Okay.
But, yeah, that's basically...
So you would be. I'm sorry. You would be considered an Edomite in the Bible. You would be an enemy of an Israelite, an enemy of my bloodline.
And why is that?
Because God made us special people unto himself to be above all other nations. And that's what the Bible speaks of, if you believe in the Bible. He didn't make all nations to
14:1 and 2.
join together. The Holy Bible is called the Holy Bible. Holy in Hebrew means separate.
That's right.
Bible just means books. Separate book for a separate people. That was put together by about 14 scholars and King James, which was also a black man from the tribe of Judah. The real Jews are black, which are the African Americans that are here in America that are in captivity with us.
Again, nobody black. So when you say black, you mean dark brown people. All right.
They're not from Africa. They're from the tribe of Judah. Haitians are from the tribe of. You gotta look this up, and it's according from your father. Also, let me get back. I skipped.
That's right. Because if you go to the old edition, Zonovan Bible Dictionary, it says Ham, the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes. All right. So this guy been studying, man. All right. See, the truth is getting out.
Little part. We're not mixed. There's nobody that's mixed in this world. We're all from our fathers.
But my tribe and your tribe are enemies, though.
Yeah. You would be considered if your family are Jewish, not Jews. That's why they call each other Jewish. They add the ish to
No,
it.
they're Jews, bro.
What?
They're Jews.
They're. If your father, they're not the real Jews in the Bible come from the land of Judah. The land of Judah is
My family is a part of the 13 tribes, though.
the 12 tribes.
Yeah, well, they say there's a 13th tribe as well.
It was a tribe of Dan, and that got like diasporated into the other tribes. So there was 13 tribes, but there's 12 tribes, main tribes now. So if your father was migrated, like since what year was your dad born?
I don't even know, dog.
You don't know. So guess how old is he right now?
He's probably like in his 70s, bro.
70s. So we'll say that he was born in the late 40s, maybe. And after Hitler got overthrown, they migrated people from Russia, from Germany, from Switzerland, from the Netherlands, from all these other countries that are not Jews. They're not Jews. They then gave them land. They gave them a check that they still get to this day, and they adopted Judaism. They adopted the law, statutes, and called themselves Jewish. The ish means pertaining to or pretending to be, not Jews. The real Jews of the Bible.
Yep. And that happened around about 10th or 11th century, man. all right, King I think his name King Balaam, all right, because you had two fractional Israelites that was at war. You had the Moors, the Islamic side, then you had the Crusaders, all right, which is the Christian side. The same people just believe in two different doctrines. All right, so these Amalekites, Khazars, decided to learn the law, statutes, commandments from our people. All right, in particular the tribe of Judah. All right, so-called Negroes, and the rest of the two tribes, Benjamin, Levi.
Are dark-skinned, melanated people. Those people that were migrated after the 1940s, after they got overthrown, are Jewish.
So you're telling me everybody that wasn't in those concentration camps, homie, they weren't Jews?
Those aren't the real Jews. The Bible calls them the synagogue of Satan. I'm not.
Now I'm gonna say this: there are legit Israelites among these Jewish people. Don't get it twisted, man. All right, because Israel scattered all over the earth. You read James chapter 1, verse 1. All right. And you see how this guy laugh and see he been fed the lies that his forefathers been feeding him, man. Be feeding these Edomite these Edomites, man. They've been taught that they're the greatest people on earth, and they're white. All right, nobody's white, man. All right, nobody white like that shirt. And when in the scripture, when they got white or Laban, it's talking about purity, man. Spiritual purity. It's not talking about nobody's skin, man. All right. And also our people scatter among, they call it the speckled birds, man. All right. So, yes, there's some Israelites among these Khazars. All right. They're among the Hamites. They're among Ishmael, the Arabs. You got even in the Polynesian Islands, man. You got among the Asians. All right. Chinese, Chinese are the Moabites. All right. And the Japanese are the Ammonites, man. All right, Jake is scattered all over the world. All right.
I mean, that's what the Bible says. I'm not saying it.
That's crazy, bro. I never heard that shit,
I know.
Dog. And now you disrespecting a whole lot of people right now, bro, with that shit, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah. As he disrespected, man, he telling the truth. All right. Get that. You see, when you tell the truth, guess what you become. All right. All right, Galatians chapter 4, verse 16. I am therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth. And it's our brother, he telling the truth, man. That hey, man, you're not the real Jew that the Bible speaks of. Man. All right.
I mean, you gonna tell motherfucker that fucking went through that shit, dog, that you ain't a Jew, homie, they gonna fucking laugh in your motherfucking face, dog, you know what I mean?
They actually wouldn't, and you can look up a lot of...
They would, bro, 100% they would, bro, you know what I mean? Straight up, dog.
So I'll show you some interviews on them where they say...
I don't give a fuck about an interview, we're talking about history, bro. You wanna talk about history, dog, motherfuckers that went through them concentration camps.
He is talking about history. He is talking about history. See, you getting uncomfortable because you've been fed this lie all your life. All right. Okay, you've been fed this lie all your life that you and those people are the real Jew. You're not, man. All right, you are a Edomite. All right, you are a Edomite tear. You are a tear bear. All right, and that's the cold hard truth. Just like your people told us, you Edomite brother here in the United States. Those that that hate you, you the same damn people. The ones in the South. It was to tell us, hey, well, my mom's people, call I'm a Gadite. Anyway, my mom's Judah, so-called Negro. He used to tell my mom people, hey, it's how it is. It's a white man's world, boy. All right. And that's what you Edomites used to say, man. All right. But hey, the truth is coming out, man. All right.
Do the fucking Ancestry.com or something?
Because that's a manipulation in itself.
I mean, a Jew, homie, they gonna fucking laugh in your motherfucking face, dog, you know what I mean?
They actually wouldn't, and you can look up a lot of...
They would, bro, 100% they would, bro, you know what I mean? Straight up, dog.
So I'll show you some interviews on them where they say...
I don't give a fuck about an interview, we're talking about history, bro. You wanna talk about history, dog. Motherfuckers that went through them concentration camps, homie, and all that shit, they were born from Jewish, call it what you want, Jews, family.
So what? They always try to use that. Oh, born to consecrate. Because do they fit the curses of Deuteronomy 28? Like I said, Deuteronomy 28, 45, and 46. And also in Leviticus 26. All right.
Homie, and they lived that. How do you go about that, bro? Do you fucking do the fucking ancestors? Tribes migrated to the slaves?
They did.
The history, dog.
Migrated after the 1940s, after they got overthrown, are Jewish.
So you're telling me everybody that wasn't in those concentration camps, homie, they weren't Jews?
Those aren't the real Jews. The Bible calls them the synagogue of Satan. I'm not lying. I mean, that's what the Bible says. I'm not saying it.
That's crazy, bro. I never heard that shit,
I know.
dog.
And
man, you disrespecting a whole lot of people right now, bro, with that shit, dog. You know what I mean?
And yeah.
I mean, you gonna tell motherfucker that fucking went through that shit, dog, that you ain't a Jew, homie, they gonna fucking laugh in your motherfucking face, dog. You know what I mean?
They actually wouldn't. And you can look up a lot of
They would, bro. 100% they would, bro. You know what I mean? Straight up, dog.
So I'll show you some interviews on them where they say,
I don't give a fuck about an interview. We're talking about history, bro. You want to talk about history, dog? Motherfuckers that went through them concentration camps, homie, and all that shit. They were born from Jewish, call it what you want, Jews, family, homie, and they lived that label, that life, bro. Then they deserve that right. I don't give a fuck what the fucking history is talking about, bro.
Okay,
if they went through that shit, dog, they're and those were all fucking. No, I didn't see one dark-skinned motherfucker in any of them fools. So you're saying they got history all fucked up?
So this is what school teaches you.
Fuck school. Let's talk about history.
Okay, let's talk about history.
Yeah.
The real Jews of the Bible, I so want you to look this up, bro.
I've seen it up, bro. I've seen that up. There is a black complexion of Jews when they're talking about the tribes. The tribes migrated to parts of Africa and this and that. I've read that, bro. I know that, dog.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
let me tell you.
But when you go to Israel, how many black folks are you seeing?
All right, and that's another thing Esau like to trick you with Israel. You go to Israel, man, they're brown skinned people, man. Some of our people still over there, man. You go to Bethlehem. Some parts of Israel look like the South Side, Chicago, Philadelphia, man. So see, they don't tell you that, man. All right, and they're so-called Negro, so-called Dominican looking, man. So some of our people still over there. All right, they don't tell you that, man. Then you got the among our people, you got the unmixed Ishmaelites, dark skinned. Then you got the Canaanites that was living among them, man. All right. Okay. All right.
They're migrating there now because of revelation.
I mean, but how many? What is the majority? Let's talk the majority in Israel. So you're saying everybody in Israel, bro, is not a Jew?
And then another thing, you got our people. You got a brother that came from Morocco. They came into Israel. All right, they still dark skinned, man. All right, you get what the Syrian Jews, Jakes, the Yemen Jews. All right. So don't believe this crap Esau feeds you in the media, man. All right. So, and then also those Amalekites, they're mixing in amongst our people up in there. All right. Also with the Cushite converts, the Falasha Jews. Falasha means false. All right. So they're not the real Jews too. All right. All right.
Not everybody. See, there's a reason why Israel's at war with Palestine. Palestine leaders and all the surrounding countries like Syria and all them, they know that they're not the Jews of the Bible. They tell them, you guys left and got taken under captivity, black melanated people and dark skinned, and you guys came back white, Caucasian from the Caucasus Caves,
that's the
from the
truth.
bloodline of Esau.
Didn't the Egyptians, the black Egyptians, have slaves as Jewish slaves?
They did. Jew slaves.
Yeah.
Israelites, not the white people.
They weren't white, they were black?
They were black.
So the black Egyptians had black Jew slaves?
Okay, so let me tell you.
Yeah, they did, because they're two different people. One come from Shem, the other one come from the Israelites come from Shem, the Egyptians came from Ham. All right, there were two different nations, man.
There's three tribes that are the darker races. There's the tribe of Judah, which are the so-called African Americans that are in captivity right now. There's the Haitians and Jamaicans, which are from the tribe of Levi and Benjamin. Those are the dark races that are Israel.
I ain't met one of them. Ever seen one of them? But go ahead.
Liar. Esau's a liar, man. That Psalm 58:3, man. All right. Now he said Russia, please.
Okay, so the lighter races that are from the 10 northern tribes of Israel would be
Now the Northern Kingdom. Now they range from like I said, Hosea 7 and 8, a cake not unturned. Northern Kingdom range from charcoal brown, real dark skin to very light skin to this brother right here, man. So just put this claim that every brother from the Northern Kingdom not gonna be light skinned, and basically 99% of Latin America's is colored, man. All right? Although not light skinned, came in various shades of brown, man. All right. You're gonna see darkest dark to Wesley Snipes. You're gonna see the lightest light to you got even so it was like from the Northern Kingdom lighter than their brother on the right, man. All right.
so-called Mexican Americans today, El Salvador. They would be all the people that call themselves Latino, which that's a disrespect to our. That's the name that they gave us. The word Latino means that your bloodline actually dates back to a Grecian or goes to a Grecian, which is Greek under the Greek captivity. They're not Latino.
Right, because Latino means yeah, it do go originally it meant that, all right, but now today they put it on the they put on the Israelites in the Northern Kingdom, all right, because Latino mean basically one who adopted the Spanish culture, the language, everything, all right. Then Hispanic means somebody whose blood actually goes back to the Spaniards, all right, the Edomites from Spain, all right.
The word Hispanic comes from when the conquistadors came in 1492 and came to Mexico and took a lot of our people under captivity and made us slaves and to work onto their plantation, pick tobacco.
Yep, that's what happened, man. All right, that's what happened. All right, they came over there and they enslaved our people, our brothers. All right, in those Latin-speaking countries, man. All right, indigenous people of the Americas. All right, they fit the curse of Deuteronomy 28, and this right here. Where is it? Let's see if we get this scripture. Not Deuteronomy, it's in Hosea. Where is it? Just bear with me, y'all. Just bear with me. There we go right here, Hosea 8:11. Because Ephraim have made many altars to sin, altars shall be unto him sin. Ephraim talking about the Northern Kingdom, all right? Not just the so-called Puerto Ricans, all right? It's talking about the whole Northern Kingdom. It said, yet though they have hired among the nations, now I will gather them. Let me skip down to 3, all right? It says, they sacrifice flesh for sacrifice of my offerings and eat it, but Yahweh accepted them not. Now he will remember their iniquity and visit their sins, and they shall return to Egypt. This means captivity, man. In Deuteronomy chapter 5, verse 6, Egypt means captivity. All right. And that flesh they're talking about, now not all Israelite the Northern Kingdom on this side was doing human sacrifice, man, but you had a few tribes that was doing it, but not all of them, You had some that was actually worshiping the Most High, they made it call them, some call them Yahweh, they may call them by a different name, but, but you have to remember that Babylonian captivity, Daniel and the rest of the prophets, they was obeying Yahweh, man, but the whole nation of Israel they had to go down with the whole nation of Israel. All right. So they turned it. Let me get this All right, and then guess what? When they came over here, they slayed them, and like the brother said, in the scripture I just read, they slayed them over here. Then what? They shipped them to the other side. Man. What's up, Deuteronomy 28:68? It says, "And Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt again, captivity with ships." All right, and Egypt, that's also talking about America. All right, because in Mexico they brought the Zebulon, the Mayans, up here to North America, man. All right, and sent them to Virginia, I believe, South Carolina, the rest of the southern states, man. Then they took them. They also took them to Cuba, Jamaica. All right, Spain. All right. Anyway, it says right here, Deuteronomy 28:6. It says, Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt again by ships, by the way I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again. Talking about the whole nation, all 12 tribes of Israel shouldn't see the whole land. All right. And there you should be, it says right here, and there you should be sold. And the Most High gave us up to our enemies, gave us up to the hands of our enemy, number one enemy, Esau. For enemies, for bondmen and bondwomen, all right? We're going to slay auction blocks. And no man shall buy me, nobody shall save us. All right? So the brother correct, man.
Whatever they wanted us to do, and we were then given their last name. Like my name, Ayala, goes back to a Spaniard, that whoever, my family, got taken into captivity, and I was then given their last name.
Yeah.
And I carry that today with pride, like a dummy, not knowing. But now that I know, it's like, fuck that.
Yeah, but who's teaching you this? So you're saying you're looking all this up and this.
All right, so you go to go to Jeremiah chapter 7:14. It says, what is it? Let me see what it said. Not Jeremiah 7:14. Damn. What is it? Just bear with me, y'all. Hold on for a minute. 17, Salah 17:4. All right. It says, and even thyself should discontinue from thy heritage and thy gate, and I will cause thee to serve thy enemies of the land which thou knowest not, for ye had kindled a fire of my anger, which shall burn forever. All right. There's a precept for that. All right. For you scoffers talking about, they was in their own land. All right. But guess what? It was I just read you Hosea 6 when it says it should come. All right. And get to come and go back to Egypt. All right. I mean, Esau come back and Esau come and enslaved. All right. Here go the precept for all 12 tribes. All right. It says Deuteronomy 28:29. It says, thou shalt grope at noonday as a blind man grope in the darkness. You mean you don't know what the hell's going on? You think you're a Mexican? You think you're a Puerto Rican? You think you're African American? You think you are El Salvadorian? You think you Chilean? You think you're Native American? All right, and you into all these different false doctrines: Islam, Christianity, Catholicism, Buddhism, Judaism. All right, and thou shalt not prosper in thy ways, and thou shalt be oppressed and spoiled evermore, and no man shall save you. All right, so thou shalt grope at noonday as a blind man groping in darkness. All right, so you're going to lose your heritage, be blind to the fact that you're Israelite. You're going to forget the name Yahweh, the name of our Heavenly Father. You're going to forget his son named Yahweh Shai. All right.
This is coming up because I look a lot of stuff up, bro, and I've seen that there's been African tribes. They say that a part of the 12 tribes, 13 tribes, if you believe in that other last tribe, you know what I mean? But I get it, you know what I mean? Politically correct, it's 12 tribes, you know what I mean?
Right.
And when you look into that, I know that it dates to like an African descent and this and that, bro. But I mean, so does fucking life in every fucking. I mean, if you, life in every fucking race in every area. It seems like it always kind of goes a little back to that, you know what I mean? Africa, you know what I mean?
Right.
I'm not like, well.
All right, see that? Everybody not the same, man. All right, everybody's not the same. All right. You got right here Leviticus. There's only one special people, man, that have been chosen too. Leviticus 20 verse 26. It says what? It says, and ye should be holy unto me separate, for I, Yahweh, and holy, has severed you from other people, that ye shall be mine. All right. So the so-called Negroes, Latino, Native American, speckled birds, the Israelites, are Yahweh and separate from the rest of these nations. All right. So this right here. Let's see. Second address. Second address 6, verse 54. Let's see. Second address 6, 54. All right, it says right here, it says, and after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen, who the most had chosen, Israel. You read that Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. You read that Deuteronomy 26:15 through 18. You read that Deuteronomy 14 and 1 through 2. All right. It says, all this I have spoken before thee, O Yahweh, because thou madest the world for our sakes, right? The earth is made for our sakes, man. All right, there is like it said, as for the other people which also come unto Adam, thou hast said they are nothing but to be like unto spittle, and has like unto the bond them as a drop that falleth from a vessel, right? When you little mop bucket, you mop the floor. You don't care if a little drop get on the butt. That's how the Most High feel about these other neighbors. Particularly this guy on the left, man. He's nothing to us, man. He's an Edomite, man. All right, he's a lower class, and the guy on the right, he's an Israelite, man. All right, he's from the high class, man, exclusive class. All right, and now, O Yahweh, behold these heathen which had ever been reputed as nothing. That's correct, man. They've been reputed as nothing, and have begun to be lords over us and to divide us. All right. It said, but we thy people whom thou hast called thy firstborn, right? And go to Exodus 4:22. Thy only begotten, thy fervent lover, are given to the hands. If the world now be made for, I say, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world? How long should this endure? Right? How long? Right? Because that's our people like, hey man, we the chosen people. What's going on? Right? Because you violate the law, statute, commandments. But that's about to change soon, man. Because Esau getting brought down. You so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, you being brought up, man. All right, you coming up. This guy on the left, he's going down. This people, he going to slavery. Well, obviously he gonna burn up here in America, thermal construction. But when he get reincarnated, when he get reincarnated in the kingdom through his people, man, he gonna be the slave of this Issachar brother on the right, man. This Issachar brother on the right gonna be his slave master, man. All right, you gonna have him in the hot fields working, man. All right. And he ain't gonna have that melanin skin, that nice brown skin he got from his mama. He gonna have his translucent skin with his blood and flesh on. He gonna be red, everything. He gonna be out there high as the sun. The sun gonna be cooking him up like bacon, man. He gonna be actually turned red in that sun. All right. While this guy on the right, he gonna be chilling, man, with his whip, with his laser whip, with his concubines, man, and his wives, man. All right, and his little children by his wives. All right.
Educate on this, bro, so I can articulate it the way I want to articulate it, bro. You know, but at the same time, I mean, what I've been taught and what I've known, like I can't 100%.
You've been taught a lie. All right, but this is it. Shalom. The mic been dropped.